Okay, so we're here at Stratford Speedway for our New Zealand title. It was meant to be a 2-night deal, and there's some pretty, I don't know, dreadful weather coming, obviously tomorrow and Sunday by the looks of it, today being Friday, so they've decided to turn the event from a 2-night deal to a 1-night deal. They've still retained, we were originally going to do a 5-heat format where you raced 5 different heats, which you mean you physically race everyone that's here on property at least once over the 2 nights, but now they've changed it to a 3-heat, so we'll at least race the best part of, I don't know, say 2/3 of the field, if not 3/4 of the field. So yeah, kind of got some good grids, I felt. I got a grid 3 in the first one, I think grid 10, then 5, so yeah, obviously over one night. So 30 lap feature later on tonight. We've just had a warm up and just had a quick little hot lap session. Probably didn't get the best read on the car anyway, as obviously the track's still developing and it's still a little bit greasy, so it's good just to get back in the car, and it seems like we've kind of resolved the issue we had last week with the gearing at Bay Park. We snuck to the dyno and made some validation pulls on the dyno to kind of figure out that we'd done all the right stuff, and sure enough, yeah, we found what we were looking for on the dyno, so happy days on that front. Back to how we were. So like I say, I had a grid 3 for this first one behind Jack Lowe, so hopefully he can follow him through and get going in this first heat of our national title. quickly recap Heat 1. Got away to a pretty good start. In a matter of, 3 or 4 laps. Managed to get by Jack Lowe. He just made a little mistake in turn 3 and 4 on the bottom, and managed to sneak underneath him and kind of felt like I drove away pretty comfortably, so pretty happy with that. Yeah. Heat 2 kind of ended up in just, to be honest, a turd sandwich. Had a car that would use 7 lanes on entry, and you know, you can't go to the inside because they cut out and then just dive straight to the bottom, but then you go to the outside, which I did 2 times, and basically get run out of room and run over them, and in that it actually smashed a shock. I mean, it was that bad. It even happened to another competitor who's pretty competent as well, so you know, it just goes to show it's maybe not me, it's clearly, you know, they're clearly them, but hey, they don't want to learn, so you get that. But that was Heat 2. so heat 3, kind of again got away to a really good start. Locked ourselves into third quite comfortably, did about a lap and a half, and going back into 1, just got run over. James Earl did the gentleman thing, and he said he pedal went to the floor, so he couldn't slow it up, and unfortunately got into the back of me. But you know, yellow didn't come out, and then also that led me to being hung up and kind of dropped a couple of spots as well. So then it kind of undid the work again and start over, and then started out 4th, I think. We got to 3rd off the restart. Did a couple of laps. It looked like we had the pace to get to 2nd at least, and maybe start chasing Max down. But again, kind of put myself in an awkward position on the high side and backed up my entry because I miscalculated how fast the car in front kind of entered, and ended up running into the cushion, which is kind of pretty much built up against the wall, and just dropped the spot there. But all that kind of meant nothing in the end, being that unfortunately Mitch Fabish got relegated just looking at the results. So it potentially looks like we kind of got where we would have finished anyway. So I'm not too sure what happened with Mitch and his relegation, but yeah, so we actually ended up finishing 3rd even though we finished 4th on track. Yeah, so we're up with a feature now. The car's just rocket ship fast. Just can't catch a break with some of the poor driving that happens in midget racing. Unfortunately, just you end up stuck in these middle packs, and it's unrelentless. You make one wrong move, and they either run you over or just sometimes you can be doing nothing wrong, and you just end up run over and drop 3 or 4 spots out of none of your own doing. And I think it's how we had that DNF in heat 2 is just kind of trying to make something happen around the high side. I could have driven through him through the bottom, but that's not what I pride myself on. But anyway, and yeah, just washes up into your line multiple times, and yeah, continues to do it and doesn't see any wrong in it. So life goes on. Looking forward to the feature though. It looks like we're provisionally qualified 10th. They haven't got official results up yet, but old Ames has put some numbers together, and she's got us provisionally in 10th. So that it's a lot further forward, being that we had a DNF than I thought we had. But obviously with a 1st and a 3rd now, which I've only just realised, it's kind of helped that along. So time to get ready for 30 laps. It's going to be pretty physical around the high side here. So it's fast at the moment, and yeah, it's going to be a barn burner.